Guys, first thing is first. If you really want to get under the skin of these narcs, just get better in health. Just get better, like better energy, more pure feeling type of person. Like your energy is very much so stable. Your energy very much so just you feel good consistently. And I'm going to show you the one thing, if you guys have not got it yet on this channel, that is going to help your energy stay consistent during these days, during the season changes, during the winter time, and that is IRC moss. This has 92 out of 102 minerals that the body needs to function. And just think about how much of that we don't get in these foods today. So if you guys want to try that out to see the increase in energy and the stability, you can use the link in my description box. I'll also put the link in the comment section. So let's start this video. When it comes to these narcs, bro, I'm telling you full well, you're gonna piss them off if you just keep getting better and you feel more stable. You just feel better overall. Your growth as a person, you think it's bad at certain points. You think you did a little bit of stuff and you got a little bit better and you think it's bad now. You think your little bit of family hate's bad because you want to do something different with your life. You wait. You wait till you really hit those other levels, because things is going to get crazy. Everybody around you is going to start acting funny, bruh. At least the people that have known you before. Now, if you go to a different place in the world, nothing is going to change because people's not going to know who you are. They're like, okay, this is a regular person, and they're not even going to like acknowledge you anyways. But when it comes to the people who used to know you, this is where the haters come from. I've had so-called haters on this channel like years ago, and like you hit a certain point and they talk to you about certain things as well, like, oh, I have haters and all this, but then they end up being a hater of yours. So it's like, that stuff makes no sense. They were undercover haters the whole time. They get exposed. I'm telling you, bro. Everything gets exposed when you get better. These narcs cannot stand your parade. They cannot stand your happiness. They cannot stand your stability. Bro, being healthy, being vibrant, being stable pisses these narcs off more than your financial success, your glory, maybe even your fame or something like this, whatever you're going through. Your stability, your ability to feel really good and stable, energy on point, everywhere you go, because you know how to take care of yourself, and having a clear mind. Because, bro, these individuals are disturbed. They are seriously disturbed people. Like, always just, something's just so wrong all the time with them. Every time they talk to you, it's like, it's something different. Something different every week. Some new excuse to be a hater. Some new excuse to just look at you funny. That's because you're moving. That's because you're doing things in life. You're proceeding. Anything good that happens for you, they can't stand it because nothing good is happening for them at all. They can't be stable. They can't become successful. They just can't do anything. So your growth pisses them off. They're not going to tell you this. They're not just going to tell you straight up and over, oh yeah, your growth makes me upset. No. They try to hide it. They low-key hate on you. You have something they don't. They can't like appreciate it because they're not appreciative people. But what's going to make them disappear forever is when you hit that certain point in life. You hit a milestone. You really put yourself over the top, like over the edge. You leave no stones unturned. You become him. Like, you are him. And when they see that and they're a nobody, oh yeah, you're going to make them disappear forever because they can't appreciate greatness. They cannot appreciate your greatness, your success. They can't. They can't appreciate that you can feel good with nothing else around you. That's exactly what they can't do. They hate that you can do it, and they can't. Whatever you can do and they can't, like, they're haters. They hate on it. They don't like it. They don't appreciate it. They don't appreciate greatness. Because deep down, they want certain things to be a certain way for them, but it's like they just can't do it. They're just held back all the time. They make excuses. They don't really want to give it their all. They don't really want to do shit. Besides, hate on you. Anything good you do, you're going to see these people you knew since day one switch up on you real quick. They were never really for you in the first place. And like I said, you can see some of the stuff happening with so-called family members, so-called friends, people you knew. That's the minor stuff. When it starts happening with people that it shouldn't be happening with, that's when you know you're doing something damn good. Because honestly, we know at this point today, it's normal for the people around you to switch up if you want to do better for yourself and they're not. Now, if you come from a very successful family, like very successful, which it's not highly likely, obviously they're going to be happy that you're successful as well because they are. The difference maker is when you come from nothing and you become successful because you were chosen to do so. That's when it's a problem because you're different. It's being different is what causes problems today. If you're different than your friend, they can't appreciate that you're doing better. They don't want to be around you because they can't. Like, bro, they can't. There's many people that had great opportunities with me. They could have built with me. They could have grown with me. They could have done it with me. They didn't want to. They would rather distance themselves, disappear, and hate from afar. That's what they would rather have done, and that's what they've done. It's the same in your guys' situations. It's the same in your guys' cases. These individuals are seriously, seriously ill, jealous, envious, spiteful. They just have these strong, bitter, angry feelings towards you. And it's strong. Like, it's not just a little bit of jealousy, that's kind of normal. Like, I've had people that are actually pretty good people admit, oh, damn, must be nice, man. Like, I'm jealous of that, man. But they were, like, nice about it. Like, that's perfectly fine. What's not is just this, they have this anger, this, like, ooh, like, F that guy because he's doing this. That's when it's a problem. That's when it's a problem. And you got these very crazy individuals on your hand. And like I said, man, your growth in life, when you put yourself over the top, over the edge because you're serious about your life, it's going to make them I got to sneeze. It's going to make them disappear. They're gone. They don't even want to look at you no more. They can't see what you're doing online, on social media. They can't see what you want to do. Like, they can't see anything you have to do. It's like sickens them. If you want to sicken the narc, continue your self-development journey. And they don't even like view it as, I got to self-develop. Just do what's right. Like, that's self-developing in itself. Some people like, I'm going to self-develop now. I'm going to self-develop today. That's not the mindset to have. Like, yes, but no. Just do what's right. Like, it's not that hard. You're either about that life or you're not. Some people have such a hard time doing the right things. Like, eating healthy consistently, going to the gym consistently, staying in the same exact physical condition and not letting yourself go, staying clean, staying pure, staying sober. Like, some people have such a hard time doing these things. You're either about that life or you're not. It's a lifestyle. You can't be kind of in the middle because that's no good. You have to maintain the lifestyle. And even if you just have a night where you drink, you're just right back on the ball. Like, I had one beer this entire year, and it was in June, like right before I moved. I never had a sip of alcohol since. Like, think about that. I had one beer this entire year. And I guarantee you, I'm not going to even drink for the rest of the year. So this entire year of 2023, one beer. Like, I don't drink. And even if there's like a night where it's worth it, I might have one drink. And that's it. I don't drink. Like, I'm not on a weekend just drinking. Like, that's no good. It's no good. It's just going to set you back. You're not about that life. You don't really want it. Like, that's what it is. You can't be 50-50. You can't want to be like everybody else at one point and then come back, and it's like you want to be on this path, but then you want to be over here, but then over, like, it's no good. You might as well just be with that side, like, to be honest. And you think you've seen hate? If you're that kind of person, wait till you actually get committed and you change your life. You become unrecognizable to your parents, to the people around you, to your past friends, to everybody. You ain't seen hate until you really go over that edge where you're different. Because a lot of people hold themselves back. And you can do what you want. You can hold yourself back all you want. You're never going to experience the amount of glory, the amount of greatness, and the amount of hate if you're holding yourself back. And you're never going to piss off the narcs. And it's not like that's a goal. Let's piss off these narcs. It's just going to happen. It's just going to happen when you choose greatness. Because a lot of us have come from places that we didn't come from super successful families. And like some of you came from absolute dog shit. Like, let's be real. Some of you have come from bad places. That's when it's going to be the worst. For me, I didn't come from the worst places, but I didn't come from the best either. It was ideal. But even then, when you come from an ideal place and you become different, the people closest to me understand me. And I can appreciate that. They're not haters. But not everybody that was once close with you is going to maintain that closeness. And as you keep growing, as you keep evolving, as you keep leveling up, it's going to get bad. It's going to get really bad. People's really going to take a heavy turn. When you choose greatness, you can't kind of want it. You have to live for it every single day of your life. Like, it's a lifestyle. Like, it is what it is. You're not like everybody else. You don't do what everybody else does. And if people don't want to keep up with you, then you can't. But I'm telling you, like, if you even kind of want to do the right things and you self-improve like a little bit, you'll still get a little bit of hate and a few people that's probably jealous of you, but it ain't nothing compared to when you really, when enough is enough. And I've hit that point at such a young age where I was like, enough is enough. I'm going for it. And to be fair, it was always in me to begin with anyways. I just needed something to really wake me up. Because I was in school at the time, I was distracted, I was around certain things that I didn't want to be around. And when that came to an end, something just hit me. And I started to become the person I actually am, and not who everybody else wants me to be. Like, you can't be that person. You can't hold yourself back to fit in with a few friends that you know. Like, you have to be competitive with your life. You have to go forward in life with or without anybody. That's what it is. Like, that's what it is. You'll never experience the type of glory or the type of hate if you don't do that. And it is whatever you want, but I'm just saying, this is what it comes down to. This is what you will experience, and you never will to this degree if you don't do that. It's when you do that, it's when you get over the edge, is when these individuals is going to, like, hate to the heaviest degree you've ever seen and then disappear. Because you proved them wrong. You prove them wrong. You piss them off. They know it's the truth and they cannot stand it. They cannot stand it. They hate you. They hate that what life is doing for you is actually happening because you made it happen. That's what these narcs hate. Cannot stand it. So let me tell you, you getting better in everyday life, not even financially, not even any of those things or status or anything. Money, status, looks, it's none of that. It's internal. When you become better internally, like you're really, really good, on point, people is going to hate, bro. Everyone that you know around you, they're not gonna like be able to talk to you anymore. Like it's weird. They're just acting weird. It's because you're different. Most of the time when we change, we don't really see it. Like we see it, but like other people see it even more. Because they're not like us every day, seeing ourselves every day. It's like going to the gym, right? Like when you start to gain a lot of muscle, you don't really notice it because it happens so gradually over time. You don't even feel like some of the biggest bodybuilders, they feel small. It's like, come on, man. But it's the truth. Like you don't even like notice yourself like other people do. Like imagine going to the gym for a year and you never seen a person you used to see and then they see you all jacked. Like, it's like, damn, what? But with you saw yourself every day for that year, so you don't really see it because it happens so gradually over time and so slowly. So we are different because we're doing what's right all the time. That's how you become very different. You don't become very different or cut from a different cloth by being around just anybody. Like, you become different by staying disciplined all the time. You don't go off track. Going off track sets you back. It's like there's something just blocking you from going over the edge, like completely. Those are the steps that most people don't want to take. Most people is going to get a little bit fit, like a little bit. Like, what the fuck is that? What is that going to do? Get extreme. Go extreme. If you want to go over the top, go extreme. Like your whole life is going into it. Your whole life. And it doesn't just have to be fitness. It can be other things as well, whatever you want to do, but go extreme. That's what we're put here to do. You're never going to get the amount of hate if you don't go extreme. If you're getting a little bit of results and folks around you is like pissed, that has to be some of the lowest down scumbags on planet Earth. If they're mad over a little bit of progress you made, it wasn't even that like that for me. It's when I made massive progress and like looked world championship ready for a fitness competition. That's when people are really like, F this guy. People didn't hate when I was getting fit. Like, it's like, yeah, this guy's getting fit. He looks good, sure. Okay. It's when you go over the top. That's when the real hate's there. Because you're something and you change yourself into something that they will never be. That's where most of the hate comes from. That's why if you make a little bit of progress and the people around you is hating, they must be the lowest down scumbags on planet Earth. If they're mad at a little bit of stuff you done. Because that ain't shit. The people where I come from would not hate you if you made a little bit of progress. Because you don't even look that different. Maybe to the lowest down scumbags on earth, you might. But making yourself like over the top, that's what's really going to trigger these narcs. For them to be that jealous, that envious. They're going to stop anything to do with them being nice to you. It's all going to come to an end. Every time they see you, they're going to get pissed just because it's you. Because things are happening for you because you're making things happen. That's when people get pissed. That's why I'm saying if you make a little bit of progress and the people around you is pissed, they got to be the lowest down scumbags on planet Earth. Because that ain't nothing. Wait till you go over the top. It's a different level. Different levels, different devils. You're going to get a different amount of hate all the time. Like every level you get to, there's different amounts of hate. If you don't believe me, then do it and find out for yourself. But if you don't do it, you'll never find out. So you actually have to put in the work to actually get to that point to see what's going to happen. And for me, I'm used to this stuff. Like, it only exposes those individuals, is what it does. It only exposes them. It is all it does. And I'm telling you, your internal growth, which happens when you take great care of yourself. Think about how easy it is. If you stay on point when it comes to information, if you read the right books, read the Bible, stay fit, stay away from substances, this is going to put you over 90-some% of people on earth. Like, legit. If you can maintain that and you're always on that, you're just always on point, you're always doing these things and you don't get off track, you will be ahead of 90-some% of people on earth. That in itself, forget about financial success, forget about any of that. That in itself is going to cause a ruckus in your haters. Just being that in itself. Just that alone. So if you're doing those things, welcome to the top 10%, top 5-10%. And you will know what it's like. People that don't know you ain't gonna hate. It's the people that know you or know of you even. There's people I'm not ever close with. I don't even follow them on social media. They don't even follow me, but they watch me. They're on my stuff. And how do I know? Because when you see them in real life, they look at you funny. You wouldn't be looking at me funny if you didn't know who I was. I know you know who I am because you're looking at me funny. You know things about me. You'll have a tiny conversation with these people and they're asking you weird questions because they know things. They're half stalking you. They're pissed because of your elevation. They're pissed because of how your life is going, because you're making it go that way from the work you're putting in. And these people expose themselves time after time after time again. But yeah, that's what it's going to be. That's what's going to happen. And what can you do? But yeah, man, if you're doing a little bit of shit, you shouldn't be getting hated on. I mean, if you're getting hated on and you're doing a little bit of shit, like, that's pathetic. You're around complete scumbags. You're around the bottom of the barrel. The reason I got hated on, like I said, I was not fully around scumbags in my life, like ever. There were people that had like potential and good people at one point. Talented even. But bro, I took it to the extreme. I was always fit. I wish I had bro, you guys seen the picture of me as a kid. I was like that my whole life. My whole life. There was never a point where I was fat, out of shape, anything. And I didn't get hate at one point. Not extreme anyway, maybe a little bit of jealousy here and there, but it's nothing extreme. When I took it to the extreme, I went try hard because of certain things that happened to me in the past. That's when it really started, because I'm setting myself apart. I'm leaving no stones unturned. I know I have greatness inside, and I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out what's meant for me. I'm going to find out what God put me on earth to do. I'm going to use my gifts, and I'm going to find out. When you put yourself over that edge, you're competitive in your own lane, in your own life. That is when the real hate comes. And all of a sudden, you make all these narcs disappear. They're all going to disappear. They're low-key haters of yours. And that's the way it's going to be. Ciao, ciao for now. You shall say to them.